every single one of you has a great idea. You have got so much experiences, you have got so much feelings and emotions. You have seen things. Every single moment, every single second of your life, you are experiencing something that is unique because you are unique. And so you have some great ideas. Every single one of you has these great ideas that have capacity to not just change the world, to not just change your life, but to solve some really important problems. You have it. And it all starts with an idea. Now, a great idea not actioned equals zero. A great idea not actioned equals zero. An okay idea, let's just say you've got an okay idea that you action is better, 100 times better than a great idea not actioned. So people that are out there, you look, if you read a lot of these great self-made billionaires, many of them failed with okay ideas, but what they had and what they did was just action. And eventually what happens, they made that great product. Because you know what? From an idea to a good product, so from an idea to making a good product requires action. And making a good product from an idea, irrelevant whether it's a good or great or okay idea, the most important ingredient is the action. Because when you do action on an idea, even if the idea is okay, you're miles ahead of the person that's got the great idea. Because the person that's got the great idea will still have that great idea in 10 years' time. It will never ever be a perfect time to action your idea, because I guarantee you any idea, an okay idea, a reasonably okay idea, even a not so good idea, will always have problems. When you're actioning an idea, okay, irrelevant whether it's great, okay, or bad, or whatever that is, you're coming into problems. You're taking risks. Risks of mistakes, risks of failure. You are going to have uncertainty. Expect the unexpected. Expect things that are going to happen that you didn't expect. Not everything will go to your plan. In fact, because you're actioning, you are going to get unexpected things. You are going to get uncertainty. This is the contract. That's part of the game. Expect it. If you're not getting uncertainty, if you're not getting problems, and if you're not taking risks, you're not building a good product. It's really, really hard. It's really, really hard to go from an idea to making a good product. And it's really, really painful to go from an idea to a great product. Let me repeat, it's really hard to go from an idea to a good product, because you have to action, you're going to run into problems, you're going to run into uncertainty, and you're going to run into risks. You're going to make a lot of mistakes doing that process. But it's really, really painful going from the idea to a great product, because you're going to run into a lot more problems when you're going for a grab. You're going to run into a lot more risks. In other words, you're going to risk more, you're going to fail more, and you're going to run into a lot more of uncertainties. That's the deal. That's the deal. When you're actioning, you're going to take risks, you're going to have problems, you're going to have uncertainty. And the reason why people don't action and they stick with that idea for the next 10, 20 years of their lives while other people fail their way up, because that's what a lot of these self-made billionaires do. They fail their way up because they take the risks, they identify the problems, and they understand there's going to be uncertainty, because the uncertainty is the magic ingredient. We prepare ourselves for this. That's the whole purpose of deep learning education. That's the whole purpose of critical thinking. We're preparing ourselves for these. We're solving problems towards our ecstatic desire. This is what we'll teach. This is what my students learn. The uncertainty. And as critical thinkers, it's a bit like a treasure hunt. Okay, you're going to look at the clues, you're going to identify evidence, you're going to assess the evidence, you're going to try this, you're going to try that. The most important thing is you've got to action. Action, action, action. Don't procrastinate too long. Don't wait for something to be 100%. Don't wait to avoid the risks. I'm gonna do this research. I'm gonna spend 3 years doing these plans so I can minimize no risks. We want the risk. Trust me, as deep learners, we want the risk because that's how we're growing. We want the problems, that's how we're growing, because we're solving the problems. We want the uncertainty because that's an important ingredient. How do we handle the uncertainties? You're never gonna build an idea to a good product without any of these 3 ingredients. And the thing is, this becomes part of your life. This thing becomes a cycle of your life as you're progressing, as you're developing, as you're growing, there's risk, problems, uncertainty. Risk, problems, uncertainty. But the first thing you need to do is start with the action. And a lot of people, what happens is, they've got the idea. I don't care whether you've got a great idea, an okay idea, or a bad idea. Action it. A lot of people, what happens, oh no, even if it's a great idea, oh no, don't do it, there's risk, you're going to lose money. Everyone's speaking negative. Why do you want to waste your time there? You got a family. Are you really up for this kind of stuff? Do you have the skill sets? There's so many people that are miles ahead of you. You'll always see these negative comments from people that are around us. It's usually the people that are in our inner circle that are the biggest enemies. And what happens 10 years down the track? You've gone nowhere. You've remained with just a great idea. And it probably was a great idea and you're probably pissed off because someone else now has your great idea making billions. And you're saying to your friend, you know what, I had that idea 20 years ago. How often do I hear that? Oh, I had that idea first. I had that idea and then this guy's made millions out of it. Bullshit. You had an idea. Everyone's got a great idea, but you didn't have the guts to action it. And all the self-made billionaires, every single self-made billionaire that I've read of the last 50 years was a deep learner that took action. And some of them took action on bad ideas. It doesn't matter. They got themselves in that cycle. And sometimes a bad idea with risks and problem solving and uncertainty ends up becoming a good product because it evolves, it grows into something else. That's why action and experiencing this cycle is so crucial to your growth, and it's so crucial to who you deserve to become, and that is to become your best version.